Hey everybody, so I stopped in Burlington and picked up this Ashton and More Eau de Cologne, tobacco and leather for $9.99 at Burlington. Burlington is right next to my gym, so I work out and walk right over there and just kind of poke around. And I have seen this company in there on the shelf in the men's section a few times. It's this one and maybe like a couple others by Ashton and More. And I kind of try to look it up, but there's not a lot of information at all on this Ashton and More. So, I always walk over there after my gym, so I was like, okay, I'm going to pick up a cheapie just out of curiosity. And so I was contemplating a few different things, and I was just really curious about this one because there's really nothing on it. And one of the things that I looked up tried to say that it was unisex. Of course, anything's unisex. This is actually men's, or it's masculine, particularly at first. In the dry down, it could lean a little bit unisex, but it's a men's fragrance. So, and it's, as you might imagine, it is very light. It's, you smell it when you first spray it, but it's pretty much a skin scent. However, it is not unpleasant. So let me tell you, okay, this is called Tobacco and Leather Eau de Cologne, but they give a list of notes in here, and they actually don't even say anything about leather. I guess it just says the leather vibes. It also says designed in England. However, if you look at the back, it does have the company like address in London, but it says made in China. This also gives you, if you're curious, it gives you a website to go to for this company, but you guys, the website is pretty shabby because there's hardly anything on it. It's weird. Now they don't have any fragrances on their website. They do have kind of like soaps, hand soaps, and bath supplies. One of their hand soaps looked really good to me. I think it said black pepper and cedar. I think that sounds good to me. I think it was like 10 pounds. And, but I saw one male YouTuber, kind of saying the same thing. He had got a beard oil, and he really couldn't find much information on them. He thought that this was a discontinued, maybe their fragrances were discontinued. I don't know, but when you go to their website, it says website by GoDaddy.com or GoDaddy, you know what it is, GoDaddy web design or whatever. And then you click on something like about the company, and it just has like an opportunity, I think, for you to advertise stuff. That's what it kind of looks like. Anyhow, back to this. They have a few fragrances. I see people selling them online. It always amazes me what people pick up really inexpensively and then sell online. Like, there are people selling their fragrances for like $40-something when you pick them up for $10. I don't know who's buying this off this people, but I thought about doing that myself if people are actually paying for these things, but I don't really know anything about shipping fragrance. So back to this, let me first say that, well, I already told you. Oh, I know what I was going to say. So this says designed in England. Okay, the company's in England, but this is made in China. I noticed that some of their hand soaps actually say made in England. So I don't know, that's worth mentioning. I figured I would just mention it. So this was $9.99 for 100 ml. No, 3.3 US fluid ounces. I guess that says. I can't believe I need to wear glasses now. Y'all got my Dollar Tree reading glasses here. I have bifocals too, but I can't stand to wear them. Anyways, I'm really impressed with the packaging for $9.99. So this is solid, as you can see. Tobacco and Leather Eau de Cologne, Ashton and More, London design. You open it up. So this opens like that. So that's pretty solid. I don't know how they mass produce stuff and just sell it so cheaply. Just putting all this together and the bottle and the packaging for $9.99. It just kind of blows my mind with anything mass produced. But this actually has, as you can see, like two little small magnets in it. So when you close it, it actually has a little, little click to it. It actually hangs onto there pretty good. And then they've got this plastic covering, which I've already cut the sticky part off. Design in England. And then this is already in here pretty snugly, as you can see me trying to get it out. And one thing that I don't like about the packaging is that I guess they just don't want it to come out, but on the back you can see they have that, like that sticky glue stuff that needs to be pulled off to really, I guess, hold it in there to make sure it doesn't come out. So, and then with the bottle, it's got the tobacco and leather, and what is nice actually is you would think that part would be the sticker, but that's actually smooth because it's a clear sticker that goes all the way down to here, so that's smooth on there. And it says, so yeah, it just says Ashton and Moore, London design on there, and it's got the information on the back too, if you could see that. So, and then before I even get to the fragrance, which it's pleasant, but it's very light, I've already told you that much. Let's just say, on the inside here, it's pretty the way it's packaged. It says Ashton and Moore, London design. Ashton and Moore are groundbreaking designers from the London, quote, school, with an eye for creating beautifully crafted lines that meet the needs of the most discerning of customers, whether you are looking for elegance and sophistication or products that reflect and enhance your lifestyle. Ashton and Moore have originated a unique offering for you. This says tobacco and leather, and it says a mature, refined fragrance with top notes of smoke and wood, middle notes of amber and birch, all set in a bed of vanilla and caramel. This does dry pretty sweet. It's such a soft skin scent, but you do get a little smoky sweetness as it dries down, which is nice. So, which leads me into just describing the fragrance itself. It's nothing groundbreaking. It's pleasant. And you notice, like I said, it doesn't actually say leather. It says smoke and wood, amber and birch, and vanilla and caramel. The back kind of says the same thing. By the way, if you go on their website, it pretty much has that little description also that I just read to you. So yeah, so that's that. Pretty packaging. Love the gold, love the colors. So on to this. When you first spray it, it smells nice just smelling it here, because I've already sprayed it quite a bit out of here. Okay, now let me tell you first, I've sprayed this a few hours ago, and I can smell it on my skin, but I have to put my nose all the way to it. And it is nice. I could see how maybe somebody else could say it's unisex in the sense that it's just a very soft, gentle, on the skin, smoky, slightly woody sweetness to it on the skin. And when you first spray it, and so that was a couple hours ago, and I smell it on my skin, but right up on it. It's got a nice atomizer, but it soaks my skin. I don't know if you could see that. But it's a heavy, like, liquid on my skin. Not oily, but like, I guess it's a high alcohol content. Now that smells really nice when you first spray it. There's a tiny, there is an initial like alcohol, almost like a little hint of like sour alcohol, but not sour, just like a hint of that. But this is masculine, but it's soft. Something about it reminds me of like almost like a nice shaving cream or something too. But then it does go into like this ambery, woody, and the wood in it, I do pick up on the birch. Y'all ignore these are oversized, oversized sweatpants. They're all bunched up. They look funny, but I really like birch because to me, birch is like fresh and lighter wood and like a almost fresh watery type wood. And I do get smokiness. I guess it's called tobacco and leather, so I guess they're considering those smoky notes like the tobacco, but this is not a tobacco fragrance. Slightly smoky, light woody, and then as it dries down, it goes to ambery and that vanilla and caramel, so it is very pleasant, but it's very soft. And actually let it dry down more and more. Even though this is a gentle, very gentle, soft fragrance, as it sits on your skin for a good 30-45 minutes, the smoky sweetness begins to develop on my skin anyway. And so that I do like. It's a pleasant scent. It's classy in the sense that it's not loud. It's appealing. It comes off as almost like sort of more on the natural side. I mean, it's a cologne, but I guess it's classy in the sense that it sits on the skin, yet it's there. It's very subtly there, and it's just got a nice blend of a hint of smokiness and the woods, like I said, the birch wood, and as it sits and goes into the sweeter in like that 45 minutes, then that caramel, smoky vanilla sits on the skin with that little background hint of wood. I can't remember. I'm like, why would it say tobacco and leather? I guess maybe something about those combination of notes might have like a really soft hint of like a leatheriness to it, but it's not any kind of strong leather nor strong tobacco. So this is very gentle. This is something, I really like the packaging for this, especially for $9.99. If you are looking for a big head turner or any kind of powerhouse, no, this isn't for you. But if this would be good for someone, if you are working in an area that you can't really have a lot of fragrance, like, in an office or medical environment, this will be very nice on the skin. Or just if you're in an office where loud fragrances are not welcome, this would be, especially if you sprayed lavishly and then let it dry down and get that very soft on the skin, slightly smoky, woody sweetness. It would be nice. Also, Christmas time is coming up. If you have friends or family members that aren't necessarily big fragrance people, but they still like to, be tasteful and smell nice, they're just not really into like any kind of loud fragrance or anything, then this could be a nice gift. Of course, you have to probably work to get that Burlington sticker off. $9.99. Not that there's anything wrong with giving a gift for $9.99, but so if you have somebody that is not a big loud fragrance wearer, they may like this very much because it's very inoffensive, but it's pleasant. Yeah, it is pleasant. It almost has a little tiny bit of a boozy smell to it, even though that's not listed in notes. I guess that's the smokiness and the birch mixed with the sweetness of the vanilla and caramel. So it would make a nice gift for somebody like that, or a gift for somebody who works in an environment that wants to be, nice and tasteful with a nice soft scent that's pleasant, but in no way loud. Like they work in an office that they can't have loud fragrances, or it's just not their style to have loud fragrances. This is still nice, but it is very much on the skin. But it's pretty, it's nice. It almost has a, I could almost see this. I remember going into my parents' drawers, like snooping as a kid, and it seems like their dresser drawers always smell so nice. It almost has that kind of soft pleasantness, like you're getting into the dresser drawers and just their, whatever it is, their Maybe they might have fragrance on there or something of theirs in the drawers. It's just, but it's subtly there. It's just pleasantly there. Kind of has that vibe to it. I definitely pick up on the birch type wood smell with that hint of smokiness. The leather vibe would just be ever so subtle, and yet it's called tobacco and leather. But it gets sweeter. It gets sweeter as it sits on the skin. It maintains that hint of smokiness with like that birchwood type smell. So very on the skin, very soft, tasteful, pleasant, not in any way like groundbreaking, like what is that? But certainly nice and soft, just gentle. So for $9.99, you know, I took the sticker off now. That looks like a nice little gift. Again, perfect, I guess, for someone who, it's tasteful. It's not offensive and tasteful. But someone who doesn't want any type of loud fragrance, or just cannot have loud fragrance. I mean, if you're going on the plane, nobody likes it. Even if you smell good, nobody likes it when you are kicking, you know, with your fragrance traveling on the plane. You could wear something like this, though, on the plane. So I'm not like pushing you to run out and buy it, but if any of that sounds appealing to you for yourself or for someone that you'd like to make a gift, it certainly looks pretty as a gift. It's just a nice presentation. I wish I could find out more. So I saw one, like I said, I saw one YouTuber who does a beard oil by them, and he couldn't find really much on this company. And then I saw, I think somebody did a short, but they're speaking Spanish. I need to learn Spanish. And I tried to, and I still haven't done. I need to get back into it. So I don't know, I didn't see any comments on the short. So sometimes if I don't know the language, I'll look in the comments and translate the comments. But this was just a short, it didn't have comments, but I saw one short on this company, like YouTube short. Other than that, it's really hard to find, other than people selling products on like Mercari and eBay and all that. So apparently they also do women targeted fragrances, and they do aromatherapy and like bath fragrances, but oh, that sweetness is nice. It almost reminds me of a milder version of maybe some of the boozy Bath and Body. Although the Bath and Body fragrances, particularly like even on the men's side, are probably definitely stronger smelling than this. But it's there, and it is nice. It's appealing. So, somebody that just wants a little fragrance, but it smells nice. Somehow it has that tiny bit of a booziness. It's got to be the sweets with the smoke and the light wood. Yeah. So I know that was a long video. If you guys can figure out anything more on the Ashton and More fragrances, Ashton and More London design, let me know if you've tried another one of their fragrances. Let me know whether it's men's, women's, if you've tried any of their bath products. Let me know. And again, just nice packaging. Gotta get that sticky off the back of that. Tasteful, anyway. Alright, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. I might do another video or two tonight. Happy fall, y'all.